On to the Bellew of the week. Yeah, Andy's here, Rob's here, Matty's here, me, Steve. I'm not sure if he has a fight coming up, but no doubt he will. But Ozzy alerted me to this one on my lesser spotted visits to Facebook. Saul Farah getting down and dirty at the press conference face-off. I don't know who he's fighting. We'll maybe look it up now. But a bit of beef here for you on a Sunday evening.
Ahí está, para las cámaras de televisión, vivo y en directo. Bueno, señoras, esto todavía vamos a tener que esperar para las cámaras de televisión.
Imagine fucking with the Don, by the way.
Who's this fella think he is?
Did you not snap my comment, Steve?
Let's see. No.
No, I just says to him, just cement the console. Just give him that long right hand.
He thanked us, didn't he? Ozzy put a fucking comment under it wishing him all the best from all of us, tagged us all in and all. He was thanking us all. He knows we're right behind him. And he knows that we know that there's going to be shenanigans at a Saul Farah press conference, okay? We know it's going to go like this. This guy, this cool customer with the fucking shades didn't know what he was bagging him for there. Like, that wasn't staged at all to build hype.
No, it was legit beef, that, man. Yeah. I felt couldn't type that shit up, man. But Uncle Saul, I think that was about 10 days ago, maybe even just under a week, actually. So I don't know how old it is, but it's I've not seen any results come through yet. I'll just go and check now.
Well,
the fight could have happened.
I was checking his record, Rob, and Michael Thompson says Saul never lacks in activity, but he hasn't fought since December 2020. So he's on a 2.5 year layoff.
Boxing rec, yeah,
boxing. Got him, wasn't it? Sent a lot of good guys to the fucking.
He hasn't been putting his fights onto BoxRec, I would imagine, Andy, because he's always seems to be having press conferences with people.
Well, he's a busy man, though. He's a promoter, matchmaker, referee, judge. You know,
he has to. He treats his entries to BoxRec like fucking fellas treat work expenses. He just puts them through it all at one time. He fucking has to put his referee and fucking credentials all in as well.
Yo, Felix Asinio.
No, this guy's going to get battered. If he doesn't catch up with him this fight, Andy, he'll catch up with him when they meet for the 7th time anyway.
Oh, mate, I think he should have a rematch with Christian Hammer, mate, to be fair. I think that's the match that needs to happen. He's to travel to Europe, though, for that one.
He doesn't have time to update.
He's been through a lot, poor Saul. Like, he's been through a lot. Like, he got fucking kicked in the head and all another time, didn't he? Fucking some fellas fucking kicked him in the head when he was on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
They had to have 4 rematches as well. There's a lot of fucking stuff's gone on between.
Did they not throw his, like, when his title belts at one of his opponents and hit the wall, sounded like a fucking piece of wood?
That was head or something. That's not on BoxRec, so right enough. He mustn't be putting them on.
That's what's it called? That's how bad it got in COVID. Remember we were fucking reviewing Saul Farah fights.
That was
a great time.
That was Aussie's fault. That was some of the legit.
I don't hear anyone bringing that up in Parliament. We had to fucking go through it, didn't we?
Oh, mate. Aye. The fucking crying about Boris Johnson WhatsApp messages. Talk about Saul Farah's career, mate. Then you're forgetting about roughing it.
Where's fucking Russell Brand when you need him?
Fucking myocarditis. Fucking watch Saul Farah. That was your head, man.
Anyway.
Just proof, kids, if you're listening, that saying crazy shit will cost you some really good pussy.
Or get you some, depending on who you're talking to.
Oh dear. Rick Glazer's in the middle of things here, Matty. He's been tweeting out, and Devon Haney bit, and then Shakur Stevenson came in with an offer back and forward. It all started there from Rick Glazer. This is probably his biggest achievement in boxing, I'd say, Matty.
Influence.
Yeah, just to get them to be chatting back and forth. This actually gets done. Rick can pat himself on the back and go have himself a nice meal with his wife, in which he will clearly take a picture of it and share his day with all of us.
Praise be to Rick. That's what I say. Dev Sani, friend of the pod. People said he wouldn't land a punch. Conor McGregor was able to land over 100 punches and one of the greatest defensive boxers in history. Francis Ngannou might only need to land one punch on Tyson Fury to go down in history. Here he is, Andy. Is this swaying you?
I might only need one punch, but I didn't see it. Like, I just don't see it.
Oh, well, never know. It might be one punch, probably be on BT or TNT Sports, as they're called now. It won't be on DAZN. An unmissable month of action coming soon on DAZN. Semi-finals of Kingpin, Misfits, 008. It's that exciting. They put a missable month of action in the middle one there. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz and Joshua versus White. And
nobody put your phone up to that scanner code, by the way, in the middle. It signs you up for 5-year subscription for DAZN. Pay up front. Can't see the fights and you can't have the money back either. So fuck you. Speaking of fucking, by the way, has there been any super chats tonight?
No.
Lads, come on. It's my birthday this weekend. 45 years of age and not a fucking super chat in the fucking house. This is grim. Grim.
Yeah. They're all putting it on the Tyan Booth stream, probably, Rob.
God knows what you're funding there. Fucking hell.
OnlyFans.
Rob, I think they're saving up their money to actually pay for the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. It sounds like the masses aren't going to be fucking around with this one.
Because the two boys have a fire stick, so somebody should buy it.
They'll not be paying it for themselves. Well, we often see boxers as role models.
That was one of those. Sorry, that was one of my nominations. Was Boxing Kingdom tweeted out that Boxing Kingdom account said everybody who considers himself a hardcore boxing fan should buy Spence Crawford. This is the creme de la creme. You're not a hardcore fan if you're not buying this. And he did have a point. And I remembered fucking Crawford's negotiation tactic with Spence, where he was like, "Listen, everybody has a fucking fire stick. Take the guarantee."
Yeah, if the combatants themselves aren't paying for it, why should we? Devin Haney has been arrested and booked for felony possession of a concealed weapon as police found a semi-automatic handgun in his car overnight. It was under the driver's seat, and Haney wasn't driving, but the car was registered to him, released on a $35,000 bail, Andy.
Well, I guess it's because it's just kind of changing the one that I've only got this week, actually. It's the one with Devin Haney coming out the club with his fucking security guy. I'm assuming it's a guy who's been caught in the car way anyway. And Haney's walking out the club, man, and nobody's giving a shit who he is, knows who he is, or even looking at him. Meanwhile, we've got this other security guard walking out with a flashlight, flashing it in folks' faces, trying to interest in the guy, shouting security, opening car doors to get David Haney put in, who nobody really gives a shit about. And then he gets caught with a gun under the seat. So I think it's been the security guy who basically says that it's owned up that there's like a gun in the car, basically.
Yeah, and then nobody would take claim for it, and because Haney owns the vehicle, it falls under him. So whoever the fuck his people are either aren't getting paid enough or they're losing their fucking jobs come Monday because, if you're like, you should, be kind of like taking that hit if, you're in charge of this guy. I mean, you're the security.
America is the home of the grifter. Like, your man was probably trying to earn his money, wasn't he? He was like, "Hey, champ, geez, they nearly got you there. We got you out of that one. You're a fucking cool." I don't know how you would have made it without me there.
I don't know if you've seen it. Like, I was just dropping in the chat the other day. I just thought it was weird, man. Haney's just walking. Nobody's looking at him, and he's got a free path directly to his car. Nobody's looking at him, and then it's just.
Well, I find that hilarious. Like that the security guy was like, "Yeah, let's fucking ham this up." Like, "Hey, I got you there, safe, champ," and then the champ was like, "Listen, I'm going to need someone to take a rap for this fucking pistol." It's not going to be me. Isn't it? Fight's coming up. One of you is going to have to take a hit here. Come on.
Yeah, Rob, Dave Palmer's thrown in $4.99. Put it towards your DAZN subscription, he says, Rob. So if you want to blow some money on your birthday, Dave. There you go.
There you go. Good old guilt fucking super chat. That's what we get. At least we didn't come here for nothing. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's about, David. Cheers, mate.
Mark's Patton, he's got 2 grams of coke bag up each nostril.
Oh dear. There's
that's quality, man. That's fucking quality.
Icons. 3 fucking icons in their own right there. Like,
fucking music, fucking challenge, and an Eddie Hearn there, man. Fucking priceless. Deadpan as fuck.
He is a character. Talking to Eddie Hearn, he was in Men's Wealth this weekend. Matchroom boxing head Eddie Hearn on the worst money he's ever blown. Men's Wealth, Men's Health. So the worst money he's ever blown. Eddie was going through a few different things there. On the old Nutters chat, Matty, Damo has a different take. The worst money Eddie's ever blown. No, it's
God damn brilliant, Damo. I loved that so much when I saw it. What do we got?
Who do
we got there? We got
Conor Byrne, Maya Jammer,
Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer. Who's the other one?
Is that the fellow with Fort Kelly? Behind
Who's the guy over his other shoulder? Who's
Aye,
that?
the farmer, and is that the fellow who fought Zach Chelly? Is it what he? Oh, I can't remember his name now. Sims, is it? Is that Sims? I think might be. I don't know.
Junior. Mikey Garcia, Connor Ben. I mean,
Mikey Garcia, man. By the way, I tell you
Paul
what,
McCloskey should be on there. By the way,
Mikey Garcia is the biggest fucking con man boxing's ever seen. By the way, I'll tell you one thing. That guy at 135 was absolutely fucking frightening talent wise. He was head and shoulders above anything in that division, and then just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna take a fucking couple of years off and renegotiate my contract. I want to get paid as much as Floyd. You know, he's pulling an Andre Ward. You know, pay me. I'm the pound for pound most skilled guy. Pay me what I'm worth. Floats around between promoters and fucking ends up cashing out against Errol Spence and retiring after getting beat by Sandro Martin. Like, fucking waste of talent. Like
Jesse Vargas, 7 million.
Was a terrific fighter, but blew his career.
You got to think though, with the Sandor Martin fight and the Errol Spence fight, man, he banked in probably $15 million off those 2 paydays right there. Fuck yeah, walk away. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, no, fair play to him. But in terms of we're talking about legacy, he's a fella who didn't give a flying fuck about his own legacy because he could have made a terrific one for himself, but he rather take the fucking. It reminds me of that panel interview years ago on PBC with Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares, and all the boys, and they went around and everyone, what do you fight for, money or legacy? And they were going around all of them, Mares, legacy. They get to Santa Cruz, he was like, money. I'm a prize fighter, I fight whoever gives me the most money. He just answered it like that. It was fucking brilliant.
Shout to the Damo who did the Photoshop there, and he's also thrown in $4.99 for his troubles. This is Captain Casual, aka Damo. He says, using the super chat to highlight the corruption of Butters, pleading foul play in the Boxing Nutters Messenger Group Prediction League, and he can't even type in his own email properly. Butters getting called out through the super chat feature there from Damo. Oh dear.
That fucking Nutters group is a shambles. That's why I'm head-to-head in Prediction League with Francis Ngannou on my own Prediction League at the moment. So this shit sorts itself out.
Oh dear me. Right, next one here. Barry McGuigan going in on Takam, Billy Nelson. I think there was a bit of beef. Ozzy was on about this as well. Barry got the wrong end of the stick, I think, Andy. Someone said about Takam Bill, as in Takam to Billy Nelson, and Barry McGuigan went off on one and goes, I've no interest in Tony Yoka, and I've rarely spoken about him. He's been beaten by recently Martin Bacoli and Carlos Takam. Not Takam Bill, you moron. If you're going to attempt to criticize me, at least get the fucking names right, you numpty.
What we're going to get? He's not fucking taking any shit now, is he? That the boys are not
around. He's on the fucking No Fox Given tour now, eh? Or as we say in Scotland, the Craig Levine tour. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's on the kind of Oscar De La Hoya type defense on Twitter there, isn't he? Like, offense is the best defense.
I'm all hang out. Fucking Barry had no defense, didn't he? Even in court.
Exactly. Boxing and Barbecue said the Groat just broke Sonny's heart. She don't think Sonny can beat Bam. And Sonny Edwards tweeted out, didn't break nothing. Her saying Bam gonna beat me, the reason for the bet. Mad, I'ma be leaving the ring with my belt, Bam's belt, the Ring magazine, and the Groat all on one night. Excellent business. That's fighting talk, that.
Fucking hell, man.
Wants all the smoke.
This up.
I boinked her.
and then Ryan Deal.
Look at that nose, man.
He's going to be all excited like I have bought him. She's like, baby, that's my belly button.
Ryan Deal looked at one.
Look at that snout.
Who's done that?
Look back to that old picture.
Lovely.
Okay, look at that snout, man. You can smell his Sunday roast on a fucking Tuesday morning. Look at the fucking size of it.
Fine, beautiful woman.
I wonder if Sonny with knickers basically run out and say, look, these are our drawers, baby.
What did you do? Kill a cheetah?
Bad crowd in the Nutters group.
Go on, Sonny. I hope he fucking beats Bam Rodriguez just to fucking see what way the situation plays out with the quotes. I'm interested to be them to be boxing's fucking posh and bakes.
Yeah, but listen, what happens if the quote turns up with Unk? The Unk fucking finds the fucking.
He had sorted out.
Oh fuck
Absolutely.
hell, man! Sonny
He's
better
not
fucking watch
sitting
his
at the
back.
hand, Joe. Yep.
The wedding's going to be a scream. Put it that way.
Could be holding court.
In the Masonic Temple. I hope so. Dr. Joseph Ajayo has been kicking off on Twitter. People are going to hell, apparently. Joe Kennedy, head of the Prediction League, jumped in. Will AJ be sending White to hell, Doctor? The Doctor was not best pleased with that response. Shout out to him. I must get in touch with the Doctor, actually, Matty, before the AJ White rematch and see what his opinions are.
A few controversial opinions
3
here.
letters.
YouTube would love.
Jab.
Yeah,
Jab.
that's a good one. Stick to the boxing, Doc.
Jab.
Maybe we get rid of that one.
Dr. Joseph Ajayo and Peter Fury Raw.
I should have done this
Live,
meme,
man.
but this was a good one.
Who saw this? Brilliant.
They repurposed a fucking Barack Obama fucking comic.
I'm not sure.
Who did they line up for Linares as a potential opponent this week with another matchroom fighter?
Jack Cattrall. That's where this meme came from. I'm not sure who made it.
Leave Linares alone, for fuck's sake. What a guy, by the way. Unbelievable. Anyone see that link I posted up of someone put a highlight of his sparring footage? Fucking unbelievable fighter Linares, wasn't he?
Oh, he was fantastic.
But yeah, we don't need to see him against Jack Cattrall in 2023. Cheers. No. Look at this fucking man.
Anthony Fowler's got a new
profile. Even I
pic,
wouldn't do this.
everybody.
Fuck me.
He says, I withdraw my consent to be governed by any corrupt, compromise, belligerent, criminal parliament or government. I will not comply. Hashtag new profile pic. Hashtag lols, I say, Rob.
Go live in fucking international waters, buddy.
Well, the thing is, it's not England in there. It's Liverpool only, isn't it?
See how much good your fucking yellow bag will be when your yellow badge rather will be when they're throwing you in the gulag.
You're not going to get thrown in the gulag, Rob. There's the Dr. FMG throwing in $15 Australian. He says, because R. Kelly is one of my favourite.
Yeah, read that carefully, Steve.
Oh, you bastard.
Steve's mind was telling him no.
Oh man, I had to abort that sentence pretty quickly. Thanks, Dr. FMG, anyway, for throwing.
Did you say anything about David Palmer, or did I zone out for a minute on that? I don't know.
David Palmer, yeah, he threw in a few quid. So did Captain Casual. They're flying in now, Matty.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well done, the boys. John Fury's opinions are flying in as well. He says, going back to Sugar Hill, what he said that he wasn't training Tyson, that was a lie. He had no need to say that, and I'm waiting to see him and tell him to his face that it was a lie. It'll probably cause problems, but I don't care what it causes because he's getting told off me one way or the other. He'll probably avoid me, and it's in his best interest to avoid me. John Fury there, making it all about himself again, Matty.
What?
Allegedly.
There's a lot going on in there. I don't know if there were no implied commas or if you didn't really use them or not. I don't know. This is all very confusing.
I was reading it in his voice in my head, you see, while I was going through, trying to translate.
Go do it in his voice, Steve.
He's some nerve wanting to fucking pick people up about telling lies. Him, hasn't he? He fucking said he didn't see Fury, hasn't spoken to him. He's not in the country and he walked past him in an interview with a fucker.
That was one of the best things ever.
He's some Nick. Fuck's sake.
That was one of the best fucking things I have ever seen in my life.
The best thing Tyson Fury can do for his career is to keep him as far away from it as possible, I'd say, Andy.
Oh, without doubt, mate. I mean, you just don't know when Big John's going to kick off and get iced in the crowd or whatever that, mate. You know?
See, I thought he was onto something when he said, like, sack the trainer when Ben Davison was the trainer. But, like, now Sugar Hill's made him fucking the best version of himself that he's ever been. Like, he wants him out as well. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah, he certainly does. Prince Patel has got another win last night. He calls out Isaac Lowe after it. Isaac was not happy. He said, "This is an embarrass. Please fight if you get in the ring with me. I promise I will brutally second by second hurt you and feel no pain doing it. We'll never mention fighting or boxing again. Please, pray, just fight."
That was good for Isaac, man, by the way. By Isaac standards, that's a fucking pretty cool. I knew what he said there. I knew what he meant. That was good going. Like
maybe he's getting chat TBG to write things for him now, Rob.
Sounds like he's trying to be a
He's asking
shepherd.
ChatGPT who his favorite rappers are right now.
Oh dear, good old Isaac. What a fight, Matty! You were slagging off the Steve Robinson fight against Ignatius last night between two sloppy heavyweights, but the Zone Boxing thought differently. What a fight! And a fire emoji they were putting up.
Fuck them.
Who's going with this fucking Drago marketing shtick right now? Like, do you want to be the bad guy rushing now? I don't know if this is a fucking marketable fucking fighter, this guy. Like, not a great time for you.
Bent Drago, Rob. Bent Drago.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I'm not sure who she was, but she's loving life.
They really look they look like a decent pair. They do.
They're fake, man. They didn't even move when she jumped. I care. You want to hump some plastic, or you want some real stuff?
I don't care how they look in a shirt.
It's kind of like the fucking flat earth, global earth. It doesn't matter really, does it? Still, it is what it is. Still, looks like a fucking scene from a Wexford house party at 6 a.m. Actually.
Oh, by myself.
It's one of those how the fuck did I get here moments, you know what I mean?
What is she yelling? What do I have to do to get a ride home?
But Eddie wasn't impressed. No. Was not impressed, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie wants to stop all this fucking nonsense. People are dragging the fucking good name of boxing into disrepute. He wants this all stopped. The fella who promoted Jake Paul versus KSI too.
And Ebony Bridges.
Ebony Bridges. Who created Ebony Bridges? Fuck's sake.
And the woman with the painted on bra last week or the week before, whenever it was.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Here's a question for you, Andy. What was moving slower, her knockers or the tickets for IFL Live with Coogan Cassius and Eddie Hearn and guests?
And guests.
She has her knockers and we're not one of them. Is that what you mean?
They're even bringing in the big man himself and kind of move the needle a wee bit for them. Oh, maybe she getting curtained off, possibly. Maybe even called off at this point.
That heat map there is just John Fisher seats. The top three fucking ones. That's his.
Oh dear. This is why, Andy, people often say to me, I'm sure they do to you as well, they say in the Nutters group, hey lads, you need to do a live show, man. I'd go, and then someone else would be like, yeah, I'd go too.
Yeah,
this is reasons why.
The heat map is just fucking Danny Young and Ricky Gravel in it, just them two up in the top. That's them two.
That's why you do
Danny
it.
Young's getting a fucking free ticket anyway, isn't he? He doesn't. Fuck's sake. That fella from North Carolina is getting a plane in. Could you imagine the live show, man? It'd be fucking nobody at that live show. Fuck's sake.
That's what I keep telling him.
Lads, what a live show. We only get 1,000 listens a week. Who do you think is going to be at the show?
Seating for 30, and I bet you we can fill it up.
Jim McDonald boxing there. And
the thing is, if we're there a live show, we need to put on merch. Probably even drink. Can you imagine that, man? Putting alcohol in the show, man. Fuck it. We need to put
will turn up when the show's over, you know what I mean?
We need to put Vaseline on the toilet on so they should we need to put blue lights on so they fucking inject themselves.
Pigeon.
Oh,
Man, Pigeon will turn up, won't he, with his 50 personalities.
We'll have fucking Prince Michael and all about you're opening it up there. Like, actually, if you're fucking putting it all like I don't know.
Can you imagine if a guard comes, man? Fucking hell. If he's stuff in toilet seats.
Yeah,
kicks down the door and yell, I hope everybody's showered.
Right. That's all the nominations I've got. Go on, Andy.
No, I've named, mate. Just that one for who was it again?
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Who did you nominate?
It was the one that Devin Henny, that's who it was.
Oh yes, okay. Matty, any nominations from you, please?
There was one from the group where I'm trying to remember who put it in there. They said they wanted to give one to Franchon Cruz DeZern for her saying that throwing power punches in amateur boxing costs you points. So
yes.
So there is that one. So I'll just lean on whoever that wonderful person is, so I can say I contributed.
Mm-hmm. Not really a Bellew of the week, but I don't know if you spotted this, Matty, during the Showtime card. Whenever Postol was in the corner, they had Ivan Redcatch translating. That's what he's doing with himself these days.
I don't think Ivan Redcatch speaks Ukrainian or English.
Yeah, he was in the corner anyway, doing his best. Okay, Rob, any nominations from you, please?
Just Frank Warren for coming out and defending this Tyson Fury and Ngannou thing so fucking fervently and saying the fellas like you don't know what you're talking absolute bollocks and this, that, and the third, and I made the Krasiks admit that they had offers. Well, so fucking what? Like he's still fighting a fella who's never had a fight in his life on a boxing stage for mental money. Like we're supposed to buy it. Sorry, like I'm sorry. And if like I said, if it was AJ, you wouldn't be able to fucking the call would have gone on for 4 hours tonight because we would have been slaughtering him so bad, like, and Eddie Hearn and all that. We would have been absolutely laying waste to him, like, and I just don't think Frank should escape just because we like him better than Eddie. Do you know that way?
100%. Yeah.
I think like it's a fucking absolute disgrace, as Ozzy would say. Like, so my only other nomination was that, and then Johnny Fisher has done an Insta this week, hasn't he? And he's like thanking my dad for his good genetics, obviously taking the piss, like, and then his camera's panned to Big John, like, topless. And like, it's fucking, it's like, whatever way the angle is done, like, it's almost like CGI, like, honestly, it's fucking worrying. That's all I'll say. I'm concerned. I'm not slagging the man off. I'm actually worried that he's in serious fucking, because Ozzy was telling us about this new show, because Ozzy, like, he loves fatties. And he was telling us about this show that he watches about 500-pound men or whatever, and they have
my
to lose.
600-pound life.
Yeah. They gotta lose. They gotta lose like 150 pounds by themselves before they be considered for the gastric band. And the doctor basically just tells them all, they're like, "Oh, the diet's not working." He's like, "No, you're just fatties." So I'm just like, could John lose 150 by himself? I don't know, man. You're putting him in a difficult position. Like, I think it's time for fucking intervention now. So, jokes aside, please no more fucking HD up close fucking Insta videos of John without his top just for fucking clickbait. Enough is enough. Like,
see the pictures with his top off, man. And you
that's what I'm
actually
saying,
get close up. His head looks like it doesn't even belong with that body. It looks tiny. It's a fucking pea compared to the rest of him, man.
He thought he had lost some weight. He thought he had lost some weight, but then he saw his stomach was on the towel rack.
I think as well as that, those guys with Holland and Everton, you just want to fucking up your game here now and get him on the plan that you said you were going to get him on as well. Because he's out hawking the betting fucking apps and, basically monetizing his size, and it's dangerous territory now. Like, so I don't want to be in here doing a fucking eulogy in a couple of weeks. Someone get hold of him now and just fucking talk sense to him, because enough is enough. Like,
there's money in that though, Rob. My son was telling me monetizing the side. My son was saying there's some YouTuber apparently who like got paid to eat and he got like really fat and stuff and he like made loads of money.
Yeah. That's
we're making money off
he's
it
got
as
enough
well.
money put aside for a big casket so all his friends can carry him and put him in the ground after he ultimately fucking dies prematurely.
R.I.P. once up.
Yeah. Big sub. Yeah. It's like fucking everyone will be like doing RIPs for you when you're fucking, you know what I mean? After fucking passing away a cardiac arrest. It's scary, like fucking scary times.
Oh dear. They are scary times. Bellew of the week. It's all a bit of fun till somebody gets hurt. Let's go through them quickly and then see who we've got. So we had Rick Glazer jumping in the Haney Shakur Stevenson beef. Dev Sarni talking about the Fury fight. Game changed. Tweet deleted. They've obviously realised the error of their ways, including that shit show last night there in Dublin. We've got Haney getting arrested. We've got Usyk there getting stuck in. Eddie on men's wealth and what he really blew his money on, according to Damo, Captain Casual. Barry McGuigan going in on Takam Bill. Sonny Edwards there with the Groat.
Woo.
And there again. We also had Joseph Ajayo and Dr. Joseph Kennedy. We've got Linares being milked by Matchroom. Anthony Fowler's new profile pick, John Fury. We've got Isaac Warrior Low and Prince Patel beef continues. What a fight, Steve Robinson against Ignatius. The Bouncy Boppers. Curtis P there on the IFL live show. And Saul Farah going in Bolivia. Who are you going for this week, Andy?
I'm going to go for Fury, just for that whole shenanigan and stuff, because as Rob says, if it was the other way around about, we'd be fucking here for about 4 hours slagging Eddie off, so it's only fair maybe Tyson. And maybe Uncle Frank maybe gets a wee share of the spoils this week as well. Devin Haney, definitely a close second.
Okay, Tyson Fury it is then for Andy. Matty, who are you going for?
I have got to go with the Zone for trying to tell me that Robinson Ignatius was a great fight. For anyone that actually sat through that fight, that's horribly offensive. I'm not saying it's as bad as being a rape victim and being told that you're lying about your story, but it's pretty bad.
What the fuck?
They're really gaslighting us here, and that's
There's a
not
new-
fair.
There's a new one
Yeah.
for the intro anyway. It's fucking-
What the hell?
Fucking hell. Where'd you go after that? Okay, fair enough. Rob, you went
off
with
air, I
this.
think.
You
Is the answer to that.
Odyssey and Rumble.
We're going to fade to Oblivion.
What's the new David Icke channel that he?
Oh, fucking iconic.
Of course you know. Of course you know.
Rob, before you do your pick, do you
And
know
nearly,
the reference to
you're
this?
lucky it's taken us this long to get to David Icke.
Did you see the Robinson Ignatius fight, Rob? Heavyweight.
No. I saw the highlights of it.
tell
Yeah, I didn't
me.
see it.
It was one of the worst fights ever witnessed on TV, man.
No, I was looking at the lads in the group chat commenting on it as it came through. It sounded like an enthralling event, so I felt like I didn't need to see it after seeing the WhatsApps. You know that way, so I'd spare myself. Like,
Oh,
but you're lucky it took. Well, you're lucky it took this long to get to David Icke because the boys were throwing Oklahoma around and fucking what's his name earlier. I nearly got back to Bill Cooper earlier, like and Anthony Crawler.
Yeah.
So my nomination has to be fucking this whole Fury and Ngannou, Frank Warren shit show. Give me a break. Like what a black eye for the sport. One of the top earners, possibly the top earner in the sport, the biggest name in the sport, the marquee fucking fighter of the sport, fighting a lad out of the UFC for shit tons of money over in Saudi Arabia while holding up the fucking whole heavyweight division. Thanks for that, man. Brilliant. Good work. So yeah, him.
Okay, well said, Rob. Yeah, I might as well concur with that as well. Congratulations, Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, and everybody else involved. You are the Bellew of the Week winners for episode 531.